He's seen every movie, he's totally groovy. Just sit back and hit play. Cut! Here's Chuck the Movie Guy.
When I first heard that they were remaking the Bad News Bears, I was like, well, who's playing the coach? And they said BIlly Bob Thornton. And I had a smile on my face, and I thought, yeah, I can see that. And I thought, I don't know, is that a compliment to BIlly Bob or not? What do you think?
I think it's definitely a compliment. I think ever since Bad Santa, people have kind of enjoyed watching me curse and that kind of thing. So, yeah, it seemed like a natural when they first approached me about it. I thought, well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was a baseball player growing up and loved baseball.
Now, when you say growing up, you mean like as a kid or a teenager?
I threw the ball all the way through. I was a pitcher all the way through about 19 years old, yeah, and actually had my collarbone broken in the Kansas City Royals tryout camp.
Oh, really?
So I never went past that, but I'm a big baseball fan.
Yeah. Now, is there joy working with young people? I mean, you even with Bad Santa, and even I guess technically in Sling Blade too, you seem to have a good rapport with kids.
Yeah, well, my boys are 11 and 12, so they're about the age of these kids, and so I'm used to their shenanigans. So it's kind of easy to work with. But this is a great group of kids, and they're really easy to work with.
Yeah, easier than working with the rats.
All I had to do was just walk up the stairs with the rats. They did their job. They were actually really good.
Really?
Rats. Yeah, they did a good job.
I don't know if I'd want to be around. It's just too creepy for me.
Yeah, well, for me, it's like it just reminds me of growing up. We had rats, so.
Yeah. Now I have this theory on remakes, and I don't. People always they do have an opinion of it, and they say why make it so weird. But I look at it like as if you're on stage or something. There's a role that you, as an actor, you've always wanted to play. Nobody thinks twice about 13, 14 people playing different roles. But on remakes and movies, only come around once or if ever.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I've never heard anybody put it quite that way, but that's a good way to look at it. You can watch Shakespeare done by every actor under the sun, and nobody says anything about it. So what's the harm in having Bad News Bears a couple of times? Well, I think the main reason remakes are good, if it's a good one. Obviously you see some that aren't.
Yeah.
But when they update these movies, a lot of kids go see them who normally wouldn't because they tend to not watch older movies, So I think for that reason alone, it's a good thing.
Right, because I have a fond memory of the original, but I really don't remember it that much. And I guess with DVDs and video, you can pull them up. But
Sure.
It's been a while since I've seen this, so this is like reliving it for me the whole time.
Sure.
But when you're talking about people playing roles over and over again, nobody thinks twice. But what about filling the shoes of somebody like Walter?
Yeah, well, Walter Matthau is one of my heroes as an actor. I loved him. And I actually had the chance to meet him a couple of times. He was great. And it always puts a little extra pressure on you when you're playing a role that someone else has played. But I purposely didn't watch the old movie around the time we did this. I'd seen it, of course, before, but I didn't want to be copying any of his mannerisms or anything. So I played my version of that louse.
Right.
Yeah,
and then you will become the new version for everybody watching. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. Good seeing you.
Thank you.